Subhanallah walhamdulillah wallahu akbar.
You move to Arafah. At Arafah, Prophet say Al-Hajj Arafah. Hajj is what? Arafah. Al-Hajj Arafah. He says anybody who stays at Arafah till evening of that day, and he thinks that he has a sin that is not been forgiven, he does not believe in Muhammad Rasulullah. It's all the sins are forgiven. Neither give us the opportunity to perform Hajj. At that time, that you are at Arafah, where you stand and listen to khutbah. There is khutbah. Various imams give khutbah. Various imams give khutbah. That khutbah is very important. That we say standing at Arafah means presence at Arafah. It's compulsory. No Hajj. At Arafah, you are expected to observe your Salatul Zuhr and Salatul Asr together. You do Kasim. You shorten the prayers. Zuhr and Asr at Arafah. You must not leave Arafah until the sun disappears, until the sun sets. That is time of Salat what? Maghrib. That is the only occasion where you are expected to delay Salat Maghrib. Don't leave the premises of Arafah. Arafah is very wide. On top of the mountain, you see a point, one wide point like mileage. They say that is Arafah. The whole of the place is Arafah. It's just like in Nigeria. Somebody in Babalada, where I live, they say it's Abuja. Somebody, is it Jiri or Jiri? I don't know. Even Abadi, where I live, say Abuja. You understand? Everybody Abuja, Abuja, Abuja. And the distance between where is and Abuja is far. So Arafah covers a very big radius. You do Salat al-Zuhr and Asr Kasru, you don't leave until Salat al-Maghrib. When it's time for Maghrib, either at the vehicles you not even go back. Some people trek. Because there's no much difference between trekking and the vehicle. You are even faster than some people because of the multitude of people, because of congestion. Now, you leave Arafah, you are coming back to where? Muzdalifah. At Muzdalifah, that is where you do Salat al-Maghrib and Salat al-Isha. Yes. You observe Salat al-Maghrib and Salat al-Isha, and that's where you pick your pebbles. That is where Allah says you should remain there and do a lot of things. Remember God, remember Allah, pray to Almighty Allah for Al-Jannah, pray for forgiveness, do Salat al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Do as you did when you were in Medina, when you visited the grave of the Prophet. A lot of prayers at Muzdalifah. Remain at Muzdalifah till morning. Observe Salat Subhi before you leave. Unfortunately, our people at night, when they finish last Isha down, they begin to leave for Muna because they're coming back to Muna now. Don't leave Muzdalifah until after Salat what? Subhi. When Subhi is observed in congregation, all of you, that is on the 10th now. The most difficult day for the pilgrims is the 10th. It's on that 10th, the pilgrims will leave Muzdalifah back to Muna. They pick their pebbles, the little stones, they'll pick from there to go and throw at Muna. Bismillah, Allahu Akbar. 7. There are Jumrat al-Aqaba, there are 3 points of throwing the stone. When you come, the first one you throw, 7, at Muna. From there straight, you proceed to where? Macca. To go and do Tawaf al-Ifada. This Tawaf al-Ifada is the Tawaf that forms part of Hajj. It's obligatory. Tawaf al-Ifada. That is the Tawaf that means circumambulation of the Kaaba. On the 10th, after throwing the stone. After throwing the stone, you are going back to Mina. We are going back to Mina. After you throw the stone at Mina, you come to the Kaaba in the town. Some people equally trek, very far. Some people trek. A lot of people go in the vehicle. When you come, you do Tawaf. You do Sa'i. Tawaf, movement between Safa and Marwa. You do it. إن الصفا والمروة من شعائر الله ومن حج البيت أو اعتمر ولا جناح عليه أن يطوف بهما وهو خير ولله شيء. It's full of activities. This tawaf we are doing today is the tawaf that is an integral part of Hajj, that is compulsory. All other ones you are doing were sunnah. And all this time you are still maintaining wala rafasa wala jidal fi Hajj. No insult, no discussion, no political anything, just zikr. Salat Nabi, istighfar, because we are that Arab. And you still maintain, don't do anything, don't remove your hair. It is after Tawaful Ifadah in Macca that you are free to shave your hair. You understand? You shave your hair. Are you going to drop your haram? Because we are going back to spend 2 days at Muna again. Just 2 days for the remaining 20 of the stone. Now, while going, you see some people, they will now remove their haram and wear mufti, and some people go back in haram. It depends on the type of hajj you are performing. That is why the 2 days they are going to spend at the Mina, at that time, you see some people wearing their dresses and some people in haram. It depends on the hajj. So it requires knowledge. You know the type of hajj you are performing, the type of hajj you are performing. Is it Kiran that goes simultaneously, Hajj before Umrah, or is Ifrad? Which one is he performing? Which one determines you to leave your dresses? When you do tawaf, you shave your hair. To shave the hair, you better to reduce the hair. Then you now go back to Muna and spend 2 days. Where Allah says, وَمَنْ تَعَجَّلَ فِي يَوْمَيْنِ وَلَا إِثْمَ عَلَيْهِ وَمَنْ تَأَخَّرَ وَلَا إِثْمَ عَلَيْهِ مَنِ اتَّقَى. Whoever quickens and stay for 2 days, no problem. وَمَنْ تَأَخَّرَ, whoever delays to say longer than that, if it is done out of taqwa and the fear of Allah, no problem. But on the 10th, you throw the stone. That same 10th, you come to Macca, you do tawaf for Ifadah, then you shave your hair. Between those days, you are free to slaughter your animal. Yes. The day of Tarwiyah is on the 8th. From that day after Tawaf, you can kill your animal on that 10th. You can kill your animal on the 11th. You can kill your animal on the 12th. Just like the pilgrims, just like those of us in Nigeria. Must you kill your animal on Saturday? Eh? If you kill the following day, when you kill the 3rd day, after the 5th day, what happened? If your cow, your ram disappears and reappears on the 5th day after Salah, you know, it used to happen in the village. They said, oh, he had no money. He got his money on the 5th day, he can buy ram now. Can you stage manage it? You buy your ram on that day? You are interested in eating meat. It's not Uduhiya again, isn't it? So, when you shave your hair, that period, the 2 days, on the 11th, you go and throw the middle one. That man on the 3rd, you throw stone at the 1st. On the 11th, you throw stone to Shaitan, the middle. You come back and start middle. Nothing. You be insecure. On the 12th, you go, that man, there are 3 points. On the 12th, when you move, you back, you throw at the last one. What do? You are going back to Macca. Hajj is completed. Umrah is completed. On the 12th, it therefore means Hajj is 8, 9, 10, 11. They really Hajj. Other visitations, they are so that they are very important. How can you perform Hajj? You don't go to Medina to see Prophet and pray for yourself. You have to go. Now, the fundamental question is this. We said Tawaf, Ifadah, is part of Hajj. What happened for a menstruating woman? What happened to her? Because you don't control your menses. Perhaps on that 10th, she begins her menses. And if you are menstruating, don't do Tawaf. Prophet said, At-Tawaf ka-salat. Tawaf is like what? Only talking is allowed. What do you do? What do the woman do? And they say, no, that one is a fundamental pillar. Just like you want to do Salat Zuhr, 4 rakats, you do 3 rakats. The fourth rakat is not there. Do you have your prayers? So you don't have your hands. So what will happen to a menstruating woman? I would say she doesn't have her hands. And she cannot do it. The case of a woman is la hawla wa la quwwata. It needs knowledge. It requires knowledge. People should teach what's supposed to be done. Now, her own naturally, God has shifted it. It shifts from the 10 to when she completes her menses. Perhaps next 5 days. And they are going next tomorrow. They are coming back to Nigeria next tomorrow. The case is a complicated one. Yes, let's agree. She does it when she becomes clean. Isn't it? That's not on the tent again. But before she becomes clean, they're already asking them to go. She doesn't have a Hajj. No Hajj. Of course, yes. If she does it the following day, no problem. Even when it finishes, no problem. But the case now is the carrier is asking them, all of you should come back to Medina. We are going back next month. She falls to the case of Alaino.